kind of the same way. If I lose my tab, yeah, going to be a little freaked out. But yeah, let's try. I think I can do it. All right,
Okay, perfect.
I'm ready. So hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. I'm going to talk about this delivery app that provides the users to have direct access to their their package deliverer. So since the pandemic, according to the stats, 73% of customers report they are using online shopping more than they did prior to the pandemic, and 88% of them say they will continue to do so even after cure or vaccination. So all that stats kind of support the fact that we really need to working on Allah's problem finding her packages in her new apartment. So she has recently moved to this amazing high-rise in Atlanta, downtown Atlanta. She loves everything about this new place, but unfortunately she soon realized that the whole process of finding her packages is so frustrating, and since she's such a big online shopper because of her style of clothes and outfits, and she likes online shopping because she can find better deals and more variety and better size and fit, but unfortunately since she has moved to this new place, she has issues to get her packages. And during the interview process, she talked about that every time she has issues finding her packages in the right zone, or even the code that she gets to access these package rooms are not working. But also she mentioned that the only time that she could receive her packages successfully were the time that she could actually contact the store directly somehow and leave a note or ask them to call her cell phone when the deliverer has her package, so she can come downstairs in the lobby and pick up her package before it goes through the hassle of the whole building, putting it in the zone or in the package room. So I wanted to help her to have a hassle-free experience find her packages in this new building. So I thought about how might we help Allah to communicate with her deliverers directly, since she mentioned that the only time that she had success and no frustration to get her packages was when she was ordering from Amazon and could leave a note for Amazon deliverer to call her. In my ideation, I went through some other examples of that provide some sort of packaging service, and I also wanted to have a visual style for my UI, and decided to use this color palette. Especially orange was pretty popular among the delivery businesses. And from there, I started my sketches, kind of thinking about one single task to focus on, to help Allah to see the notifications about her packages and be able to contact the deliverer directly. So through the feedback that I got from the classmates, they told me it was not clear if Allah could contact, let's say, USPS or FedEx, or the actual person delivering the package. Which I thought it brought to my attention that, yeah, Uber Eats or Uber drivers or Lyft drivers, the users can actually see their picture and know who exactly is going to give them a ride. So why not using the same concept for this example? So when Allah sees that she has two packages, she can see Steve or Sarah has her packages and she can contact them. So here I wanted to settle my layout and to just like work on the hierarchy of the information, and then applied my color on top of that layout to kind of make sure the information architecture is working and everything is easy to follow and straightforward. And then during my usability testing, it was successful in terms of seeing that the users were able to go through the process of seeing the notification and being able to find a way to contact their deliverer in less than 2 clicks, which was my goal. And also I wanted to see if the users can find the menu button fast enough, like less than 5 seconds, and that one was also successful. The two useful feedbacks that I got was the size of the buttons on the top. They were small. Even for myself, it was really hard to find a clickable zone. So I got help from Austin, and he gave me the tip to have a transparent background behind those buttons. And also another great feedback was that the back button on the thank you page, the confirmation page, was going back to the notes, but I changed that to go back to the packages since Ala might have more than one package and she wanted to do the same thing. So let's take a look at the prototype.
Saba, that's fine.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
Okay, go ahead and wrap up. I'll keep my feedback quick.
Okay, so yeah, login page, pretty straightforward. Entering the information, Ala sees the notifications, add a note, send, and thank you. And when she clicks on the back, she goes back to the packages, and the menu shows the packages, history, and setting. And thank you so much. And I'm going to work on my more wireframes for the actions that the user can take using this application. Any questions or feedback? Appreciate it.
Saba, amazing. You said it's going to be tough to follow up on Steve's presentation, but you delivered a really fantastic work. The branding in general, I thought was really strong. And then I guess I was curious about the plant, how it fits into your kind of brand concept. I really like it. Like, I like it visually, but how does it fit into kind of your branding concept when it comes to delivery?
What do you mean, like when?
You're on mute, by the way.
Oh, sorry. I don't know how to share my screen, but also have access to the mute and unmute button. Can you repeat your question? The brand in the delivery of the packages?
Yeah. So share your screen again and just stay unmuted.
Okay.
You can stay unmuted while I'm talking. That's fine. So the plant in the bottom right corner, I really love it aesthetically. But how does it fit into kind of the brand concept of kind of a delivery app?
You're talking about this little plant here?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. So I was thinking that kind of like have a wiggly kind of motion while the user is using the app, especially like at the end when they send the message to the deliverer, they will like have this wiggle and kind of like a thank you kind of icon to show that their mission was successfully accomplished.
Cool. So I think there's probably still some work to do to tie that to the concept of the delivery. But I like the main aesthetically, like I said, I like it. But these are the little things that if you're presenting to a stakeholder, they'll like grab hold of and they won't see all the other work you've done because they just see that visual layer, you know? So just make sure you have a really strong response to those type of questions. But I will say, just in general, I thought the color palette was amazing. I think really strong. Your illustrations and generally speaking, your branding, I think was really strong. That was just that was the only element that wasn't clear to me. Also, I think where your presentation really shone was your annotated wireframes. So everyone else in the group, take note. This is a great way to show your wireframes and show that you really put detailed thought into even small design decisions like back buttons and touch targets and these sorts of things. For me, if I'm watching that presentation and I'm a stakeholder, it gives me confidence that you've made design based off of user feedback and or best practice, and that you haven't just kind of, you know, you haven't just kind of made it based off of your own personal instincts. So I thought this slide was really strong, and especially considering, you know, usability testing and research round was pretty unstructured and pretty quick for this project. So I was impressed with the results. Work. Let's see. Well, Ala, let's hear from you. How do you think this addressed your problem?
I'm actually impressed. Like I was like laughing and just super excited the whole presentation. She did a really great job and she put a lot of effort on researching too. And she came up with this brilliant idea. I actually love it. I didn't have a chance to talk to her since like last week, so I didn't know what she's doing. But yeah, she surprised me today. Thank you so much, Saba. And the visual features and everything, it was so professional, very fun and interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, the title slide and the visual is so fun. The whole thing feels very joyful. You know, orange is kind of a nice color to express, you know, joy, and there is some joy in receiving a package usually, you know. Receiving letters can be kind of scary because it might be like about something, you know, boring like your insurance, but when you receive a package, it's usually a fun thing. So anyways, all right, Christy, you want to bring us home as the last comment before the break?
Yeah. So technically, yes, +1 to like everything that Austin said. Very good branding, very fun and joyful, and that's the theme we kept throughout the entire presentation. Very strong start with data. It's always good to see like data that like bring home what you're doing. Numbers always do that. Good. You should show like insights to user interviews because with those key insights, it helps us understand like your problem and your persona even better. And I guess another thing, like with your usability, same thing, +1 on your usability screen. With your goals set to the top, and as she's talked us through it, it gives us a deeper understanding of what you're testing for and why you're doing it, and what designs should you change after that. Great job, loved it. Great work. So, short.
Awesome. Well, round of applause. There we go. Awesome, y'all. So that's the end of round 1. So I guess the first group, 1 second. The first group, thank you so much, Sabrina, Brittany, Ala, Alicia, Steve, and Saba. You can all kind of relax for the rest of the day. Stay engaged, but at least you can breathe like a sigh of relief. And we're going to take a break now and come back with round 2. So Jarrett, Kim, Lenore, Yaz, and Lacelle. And round 1 was our longest round, so that was 6